So as a guy who's only 5'4", trust me, shorter is sometimes better. And that's why I've picked a little mini moment from a recent episode that I think you'll really like. So if you do, the full conversation is right there in the podcast feed. Enjoy.
This is Laugh or Death, hosted by keynote speaker Paul Ozenkup.
You commit to the bit. You just come in with something, right?
Yep.
Improv. And improv is so hard. It is. It is. Everybody. That is a gift. That is a gift. Just say.
It's a
just
lot
say
of fun.
thank you. Just say thank you and yes. Because I see you. I'd say, oh no, it is difficult. It's very
awesome,
difficult. Yeah. And so like committing to the bit, you come in with something, and then I'm Meisner based, and then you see what they send you back, and then before you know it, you're playing. Thus the play.
Right. Even that metaphor is so good, even with teams and organizations, of like getting comfortable with being in the not knowing, maybe where tomorrow will take us or what's next, but taking imperfect action or trusting the person across from you and going, all right, well, I'm at least going to, we need to move forward, and I'm going to trust my ensemble here that they've got my back, and I'm going to take some kind of action knowing that if we've all got the same purpose in mind, then we're going to make great things happen.
I agree 100%. It's one of the superpowers of some of the best teams is having, so on Broadway, we have certain sacred ethoses that we can converge around that makes it not only safe, but it empowers us to bring all of our gifts. So the simplest one would be full out. On Broadway, there's no marking unless you're in rehearsal and the director or the choreographer tells you you can mark, which is sort of like marking out what the steps would be. The expectation is that you are going to perform full out. And not only is that expectation there, you're rewarded for it. They need to see who can do the hardest things with the most ease because you're doing 8 shows a week, 6 days a week. And so in order to ensure that the show can go on and people aren't getting harmed or hurt, bring it. Whatever your gift is, Broadway says, we'll use it. Not, well, we need you to hide that because this person has more tenure. No, whoever's got it gets it. Whoever's got it gets it.
So how have you seen people who aren't Broadway actors or people in organizations use that ethos or ritual of full out? Either just in their own lives or in an organization.
How have I seen them use it full out?
Yeah. Or that concept of like full out.
I think they've been waiting to hear it. They've been waiting for someone to give them permission. There's a lot of sort of like genuflecting and politicking and positioning that can happen in organizations intentionally, unintentionally, for whatever reason. And so when I watch it happening, they look free. They're like, finally, someone said I can bring all of my gifts to this moment. I can bring all of my talents and gifts to this project. And then the leadership or the management says, oh, wait a minute. I didn't even know I had that kind of talent on my team. I didn't even know that person was keeping that in reserve because their title or the position requires that they do exactly this. And again, while on Broadway, we revere the people who have tenure within our organization, we don't genuflect to them. Yeah. If you have 4 Tonys, the expectation is actually that you hold these sacred tenets even more sacredly than someone who's in their debut performance. Not that you flout them because you have that tenure, which can be different in like film and television, right? That whole star treatment. And Broadway's blue collar is a blue collar apprentice-based kind of work. And so the more tenure you have, the higher the expectation that you're going to protect those sacred tenets and not denigrate them.
That's such a good cue for leaders and organizations too, of like, look, if you want people to go full out, you've got to empower them to do that and let them know like all of your unique gifts and skills are valued. Don't hold back something. Like if you're a great presenter and we've never asked you to present for our clients or whatever, man, we need to tap into that skill set, even if you're in an admin position that doesn't usually call for that. It's like, I think it's a cue for leaders to go, hey, you are the one who is responsible for helping people unearth these gifts that they have and let them know that they can use all of that.
I love watching, essentially what I do is I take the audience and in 10 minutes, I turn them into a performing cast from a Broadway show.
Yes.
But when I jump on the stage, the first thing I ask is who likes theater? And people don't understand. I'll maybe ask 3 or 4 questions. They don't understand that they're self-selecting in that moment, and not in a way that makes them feel shy or reticent, but in a way that reminds them that this is a gift that you have. This is a facility and ability that you have. It makes it all easier when the people that have those unique gifts are working in their gift, when they're working in their zone of excellence and not just competence. And so it makes your team more nimble. You know, Broadway continued during COVID once everything opened back up because we are nimble like that, because we not only support, but we revere our understudies. Broadway is one of those rare places where the person who understudies the lead gets just as much love and cachet and respect as the lead.
Hey, thanks for listening. If that little mini moment resonated with you, then you don't have to stop now. The whole conversation is available in the podcast feed. See you over there.